Have you ever wondered why some women just seem to radiate confidence and attract attention without even trying? Is it their clothes, their smile, or something else entirely? Today, I'm about to share with you the 12 undeniable signs that make older women incredibly attractive, even if you don't realize it. And trust me, this isn't about vanity or trying to look younger. It's about owning who you are and embracing your unique beauty at any age. Why should you keep watching? Because I'm going to explain how you can become more magnetic, more confident, and more comfortable in your skin as you age. Let's break down the signs and see how you can start radiating that undeniable charm today. If you are not subscribed, I recommend subscribing and activating the notification bell so you don't miss any videos. Your support means a lot to me, and if you enjoyed this video, you can help me continue spreading the valuable lessons by liking and sharing it. If you like the topic of this video, please comment 1. If you don't, please comment 0 to let me know how I can improve and make better videos for you. Now, let's begin. Sign 1. First things first, how you carry yourself says it all. Confidence is, without a doubt, one of the most beautiful and alluring things a woman can wear, and here's the most exciting part. You've earned it. Think about everything you've been through. The highs and lows, the lessons learned, the wisdom gained with each passing year. You've built a life, and in the process, you've become a woman who knows exactly who she is. And that kind of self-awareness, that inner strength, radiates out of you in the most powerful, yet subtle way. When you walk into any room, it's not just about the clothes you're wearing or how you look on the outside, it's about the energy you exude. People notice your presence before you even say a word, and it's because of the way you carry yourself. The way you walk, the way you stand, the way you move. Each action is an expression of your confidence. But here's the thing. Confidence isn't about being loud or trying to draw attention to yourself in an aggressive or showy way. It's not about pretending to be someone you're not or putting on a facade. Confidence is a quiet strength that comes from owning who you truly are. It's the calm assurance that you don't need validation from anyone because you already know your worth. And let me ask you this. When you observe someone in a group, who do you feel most drawn to? Is it the person who slouches, their shoulders hunched, avoiding eye contact and retreating into the background? Or is it the person who stands tall, shoulders back, radiating an energy that makes others want to engage? The one who meets your gaze with ease, flashing a warm, welcoming smile that makes you feel like they're truly present in the moment? Confidence is not about perfection. It's about embracing the imperfections and flaws that make you uniquely you. It's about the way you hold yourself with grace, despite the struggles you faced, and how you carry the wisdom of life's journey in your posture. Every time you enter a space, you silently declare, "I am worthy. I belong here." People notice this, and whether they consciously realize it or not, they're drawn to that energy. It's magnetic. It's undeniable. There's something so powerful about a woman who can own her space without feeling the need to shrink or apologize for her presence. Confidence doesn't have to be brash or loud. It's in the soft way you stand, how you speak your truth without hesitation, and how you own your space with quiet pride. That's the kind of presence that commands respect, that makes others look up to you not because you demand it, but because you simply show them that you are deserving of it. You no longer need to hide your brilliance. You've worked hard for it, and it shines through in every gesture, every movement, every word you say. You've earned that confidence. It's not about the approval of others or seeking external validation. It's about recognizing the immense value you bring just by being yourself. It's a deep, unwavering belief that you are enough, exactly as you are. And when you finally embrace this truth, something magical happens. You start to walk into every room with a quiet yet powerful confidence that no one can ignore. That's the real beauty. When you feel good about who you are, it shows in everything you do. Your confidence becomes a natural part of you, and it draws others in because it's the most genuine thing you can wear. It's the most powerful accessory that anyone could ever possess. Sign 2. Here's a little secret. You might not always feel confident, but you can project it anyway. You don't always need to feel confident to project it to the world. It might sound counterintuitive at first, but trust me, sometimes the key to confidence lies in our actions, not just our feelings. How many times have you woken up feeling uncertain or unsure of yourself? I know I have, many times. But here's the thing. When you straighten your back, pull your shoulders back, and lift your chin just slightly, something magical happens. You immediately send a powerful, unspoken message that you are confident, poised, and in control, even when your inner voice is telling you otherwise. It's a subtle shift, but it's incredibly powerful. The way you carry yourself communicates more than words ever could. That physical posture, that moment when you choose to stand tall, isn't just about the body. It's about setting the tone for the way you want to be seen and how you want to navigate the world. It's like permitting yourself to embrace your worth, regardless of how you're feeling in that moment. This is where true confidence starts, not from some magical spark within, but from the simple decision to present your best self, even when the doubts creep in. And let's not forget, real confidence doesn't just come from pure, effortless self-assurance. True confidence is built on years of experience, mistakes, lessons learned, and triumphs earned through hard work. And sweetheart, if there's one thing you have in abundance, it's experience. You have lived through challenges, heartbreak, joy, disappointment, and victory. Every moment, every twist and turn of your journey has brought you closer to understanding who you are and what you're capable of. All of that, it's woven into the fabric of your being. So the next time you find yourself questioning your worth or ability, pause for a second. Own your story. Own your past. Own the lessons you've learned and the strength you've developed through each chapter. When you fully embrace that, your confidence grows, almost effortlessly. It's not about perfection. It's about honoring the fact that you have lived, you've learned, and you've survived. And that alone makes you remarkable. As you walk through the world, remember that you don't need to announce your confidence loudly. Sometimes, it's the quietest confidence that speaks the loudest. Your presence will fill the room because it will be a reflection of all that you've been, all that you are, and all that you're yet to become. The more you own your journey, the more your confidence becomes magnetic. It's an energy that people feel, even if they can't name it. If you are still watching this video and find these lessons useful, please comment 1 below to let me know that you are still here with me. And believe me, the world notices. People can sense when you stand in your truth, when you've decided to stop hiding and to fully show up as yourself. The way you carry yourself doesn't just impact the way others perceive you. It influences the way you see yourself. It reinforces your sense of worth, your self-respect, and your unshakable belief in your potential. So stand tall, walk confidently, and remember that you've earned every ounce of that inner strength. You don't need to wait for it to feel right. You already have what it takes. The world is waiting to see it. Sign 3. There's an old saying that your smile is your best accessory, and I couldn't agree more. It's something I've always believed, but the older I get, the more deeply I realize just how true it is. A genuine, heartfelt smile is not just an expression of happiness. It is a silent language that speaks volumes, communicating kindness, warmth, and openness in a way that words often cannot. When you smile, something magical happens. It doesn't just brighten your face, it brightens the lives of everyone around you. It's as if, in that moment, your smile becomes a ray of light that cuts through the gloom of the day and brings a little bit of sunshine into the world. Have you ever noticed how people seem to gravitate toward those who smile at them? It's as though the smile pulls them in, creating an immediate connection that transcends surface-level interactions. A smile does more than just make you appear approachable. It sends a message that says, I'm here, I'm present, and I'm open to connecting with you. There is something deeply human in the act of smiling at another person. It's an invitation, a gesture that says, I see you. And isn't that what we all want? To be seen, to be acknowledged, and to know that we matter? A smile, however small, communicates that very sentiment, often when words fall short. For me, a smile has become more than just a fleeting expression. It's a way of life. It's a reminder of the simple yet profound joy that can be found in the smallest moments. I've often found myself smiling at strangers, whether it's in passing on the street or during a quiet moment at the grocery store, and more often than not, that smile is returned with a warmth that lifts my spirits. It's an exchange, not just of facial expressions, but of energy. It's a kind of silent understanding between people, a shared acknowledgement that despite our differences, we all walk through life seeking connection, understanding, and companionship. There is something about the act of smiling that feels deeply comforting. It is a small act of kindness, yet it has the power to change the course of someone's day. Sometimes, all it takes to lift a person's mood or to make them feel less alone is a smile. In that brief exchange, you've offered them a bit of human connection, a piece of warmth in a world that can sometimes feel isolating. And what's even more beautiful is that you don't need to say a single word to convey that message. A smile can bridge gaps, heal wounds, and offer solace, sometimes more effectively than any spoken phrase ever could. I've come to cherish the ability to smile, not only because it makes me feel better, but because I've seen how it can transform a room. Whether it's a smile shared with a friend, a stranger, or a loved one, it has the incredible ability to shift the atmosphere around you. Even on the days when I feel like I'm carrying the weight of the world on my shoulders, a smile can lighten that load, if only for a moment. It serves as a reminder that, even amid struggle, there is always something worth smiling about, something worth finding joy in, no matter how small it may seem. As I grow older, I've realized that our smiles are not just a reflection of our external circumstances, but also a reflection of our inner peace and contentment. When we smile, we invite others into that space of peace, whether we're at ease with ourselves in the moment or simply trying to share a little light with someone who needs it. There's a profound beauty in that simple gesture, one that transcends age, culture, or background. It's universal and timeless, a small but mighty tool for spreading positivity, compassion, and love. So, as I continue through life, I'm reminded again and again of the power of a smile. It's a gift, one that costs nothing but gives so much in return. It connects us, lifts us, and brings us together in ways words often cannot. And perhaps in the end, it's these small, genuine moments of connection, born from something as simple as a smile, that truly make life meaningful. Sign 4. Now, let's talk about those laugh lines. It's truly heartbreaking to see how many women are caught up in the idea that laugh lines are a sign of aging or imperfection. We live in a world where youth is often equated with beauty, and somehow, those natural creases around our eyes and mouths are seen as flaws to be hidden away. But here's what I want you to know: those laugh lines are anything but flaws. They are a living, breathing testament to the joy you've embraced throughout your life. Each line represents a story, a moment when you laughed from the depths of your soul, when you smiled with all your heart. How could that not be beautiful? Think of the memories those lines hold, the belly laughs with friends, the chuckles shared with a loved one, or the moments of pure happiness that made you throw your head back and let the joy escape in a hearty laugh. These lines are not the result of time passing by. They are the result of a life filled with lightness, joy, and love. And when you take a moment to appreciate that, you begin to see how incredible they truly are. They are the visible reminders that you've spent your life laughing, loving, and living. And isn't that what we should all be striving for? A life full of connection, of moments that make your heart swell with happiness? I know that it's easy to be swayed by society's definition of beauty, especially when we're constantly bombarded with ads for expensive anti-aging creams and treatments promising to erase these natural signs of life. But the truth is, no cream or treatment will ever replace the radiant, glowing beauty that comes from within. When you smile, when you laugh, your body releases endorphins, those magical feel-good chemicals that instantly elevate your mood, calm your mind, and uplift your spirit. These endorphins not only make you feel happier in the moment, but also give your skin that natural glow that no expensive product could ever replicate. It's a glow that comes from experiencing life with all its ups and downs and choosing to find the joy in each day. And let's be real here, there's something utterly magical about the way laughter fills a room. It has this incredible power to light up everything around you, to lift the spirits of others, to connect people in ways words simply can't. So, those laugh lines, they're the visible proof of the love and joy you've shared. They show that you have lived life on your terms, with an open heart and a willingness to embrace all the beautiful, messy moments it brings. I believe that when we look at these lines, we should see them not as something to hide, but as badges of honor, reminders of a life well lived, full of love and laughter. I think about how many people walk through life so guarded, so afraid to express their joy or their vulnerability, so afraid of showing the world their true selves. But you have chosen to let go, to embrace those moments of pure happiness, and as a result, you become a beacon of warmth and kindness. And those laugh lines? They are the signature of your beautiful journey. So, let's stop hiding them. Let's stop seeing them as something to be ashamed of. Instead, let's celebrate them. They are the marks of a person who has lived, who has loved, who has found joy in the simplest, most beautiful moments life has to offer. They are the evidence of a soul that has truly lived, and that is something we should all be proud of. Wear your laugh lines with pride. They are your badge of honor, a symbol of the happiness you've shared and the love you've experienced. You've earned them, and they make you all the more beautiful. Sign 5. So, the next time you catch yourself in the mirror, smile at yourself. You might be taken aback at how stunning and graceful you look, perhaps more than you realize. It's one of those moments when the saying, "Age is just a number," hits you with profound truth. It's not just a catchy phrase, but a reality that carries a deep, empowering message. As we age, we don't lose our beauty. We often discover a deeper, more confident version of ourselves, one that is unapologetically authentic and full of grace. And nowhere is this truer than when it comes to style. What I love most about us older women is that, by this stage in life, we've gained so much wisdom, not only about the world but also about ourselves. We've spent years learning and evolving, and somewhere along the way, we've figured out what truly works for us. Gone are the days when we felt pressured to chase every fleeting trend or conform to societal expectations about what we should look like. In our younger years, we may have tried on different looks and styles, searching for something that would fit in, something that would make us feel seen. But as the years passed, we became wiser and more discerning. We stopped buying into the idea that we had to fit into any mold. Instead, we embraced the idea that style is a personal journey, one that evolves with us. Now, we know exactly what makes us feel our best, what fits our bodies, and what changes our natural beauty. We understand what flatters us, not because we're trying to impress anyone, but because we're doing it for ourselves. And isn't that the beauty of aging? We've finally realized that the most important opinion about our style is our own. There's no pressure to follow the latest fad or to wear what's considered trendy by some fleeting standard. Instead, we wear what makes us feel fabulous, what makes us stand a little taller, and what gives us that quiet confidence that radiates from within. It's no longer about fitting into a cookie-cutter image. It's about expressing our true selves, celebrating our individuality, and wearing our experiences with pride. Every wrinkle, every line, tells a story of laughter, wisdom, strength, and resilience. And those stories, when reflected in the mirror, are nothing short of beautiful. So, when you catch your reflection, take a deep breath and embrace the beauty that's standing before you. You are a woman who has lived, loved, and learned, and that is the most captivating kind of beauty. In a world that often values youth and perfection, we've come to understand that our beauty deepens with age, like a fine wine that becomes more complex and full-bodied with time. Don't rush past those moments when you can pause and simply appreciate the incredible woman you've become. Smile at her, admire her, and know that you are, without a doubt, stunning. Not because of how you look, but because of who you are. So wear that smile proudly, and let it reflect all the incredible layers that make you uniquely, wonderfully you. Sign 6. Whether you're the type to throw on a classic cardigan, a silk scarf, or a simple string of pearls, the choices you make reflect your unique personality and taste. These choices reveal the essence of who you are. Your personality, your experiences, and the tastes that have evolved over the years. Each garment or accessory carries with it a story, an unspoken message that conveys not just what you wear, but the depths of your character. It's a beautiful, subtle form of self-expression that transcends trends or fleeting fashion statements. The clothes you choose aren't just fabric stitched together. They are a canvas for your individuality. And here lies the true secret of effortless style. It's never about impressing others. It's about embracing the freedom to express yourself fully and without apology. It's about feeling authentic in what you wear, letting your clothes be a reflection of your essence rather than trying to live up to someone else's standards. It's liberating to understand that style doesn't have to be complicated or flashy to be impactful. Some of the most stunning outfits are composed of simple, well-chosen pieces that reflect a quiet confidence. Think of those perfectly tailored pants that fit so comfortably that they seem to mold to your shape with every step. Or the shoes, clean, well-worn, but undeniably elegant, that carry you through your day, bringing you the kind of comfort younger generations often neglect in favor of fleeting fashion trends. There's an unspoken elegance in simplicity, a beauty that is timeless and enduring. As we age, we gain something incredibly precious: wisdom. This wisdom teaches us that comfort and beauty aren't mutually exclusive. They can coexist in harmony, enriching one another in ways we may not have appreciated in our younger years. When we're younger, we might be consumed with chasing after the next big trend, sometimes sacrificing our sense of comfort for the sake of fitting in or looking a certain way. But as we grow older, we come to understand the importance of honoring our bodies and valuing the quiet pleasures that come with choosing clothing that not only flatters but feels good. We learn to appreciate clothing that allows us to move through life effortlessly, rather than something that pinches, pulls, or forces us to sacrifice our comfort for the sake of appearance. If you are still watching this video and find these lessons useful, please comment below to let me know that you are still here with me. There's a gentleness that comes with this stage of life, where we realize that our style is not about seeking approval from the outside world. It's about honoring our personal history, embracing what makes us feel alive, and finding joy in the act of dressing ourselves in a way that reflects our inner peace. The older we get, the more we begin to embrace the notion that true style isn't loud or brash. It's soft, it's kind, and it's deeply personal. And that, my friends, is the beauty of aging with grace and confidence. Wearing what makes you feel like yourself, with no need to impress anyone else, but simply to live authentically and comfortably in your skin. Sign 7. And let's not forget the power of accessories. It's incredible how something as simple as a statement necklace or a swipe of bright lipstick can completely transform an outfit, almost like you're draping yourself in a new sense of purpose and energy. These little details hold so much power. They can elevate not just your appearance, but your whole mindset. A carefully chosen accessory does more than just complement an outfit. It becomes an extension of your personality, an expression of your inner world. Whether it's a necklace that you've had for years, one that carries memories, or a lipstick color that feels like an instant mood lifter, these things reflect the woman you are right now and the woman you've always been. When you take the time to choose pieces that feel authentically you, it's not just about the aesthetic. It's a message to the world that you're confident in your skin, and that you've learned to embrace your uniqueness. Accessories have a way of making us feel more alive, and more vibrant, as if the very act of putting them on reminds us of all we've experienced, all we've learned. It's almost as if, when we wear something that resonates with us, we're reaffirming that we're still here, still strong, still ready to face the world with a smile and a sparkle in our eyes. Your style is more than what you wear. It's a reflection of the life you've lived. It speaks to the journey you've taken, the challenges you've faced, and the wisdom you've gained. It's in the way you wear that necklace, whether it's delicate and understated or bold and extravagant, and in how you apply that lipstick, not to mask who you are, but to show the world the woman you've become. You've earned it, after all. And the beauty of that, it's undeniable. The confidence you radiate when you wear what makes you feel like your best self is something no one can ignore. It's not about trying to look younger or to fit into some fleeting trend. It's about showing the world your truth. When you step out the door wearing something that feels like you, something that captures the essence of who you are, you're not just making a fashion statement. You're making a statement about your life, your experiences, your self-love. There's something so captivating about a person who walks through life with authenticity, who lets their style speak for them, not because they want to impress, but because they are deeply comfortable in their skin, and in that confidence, there is something magnetic, something that naturally draws people in. There's nothing more attractive than a woman who feels confident in her skin, and who knows that style is about much more than just clothes. It's a reflection of everything that makes you, you. When you wear your accessories, your clothes, and your colors with pride, you're not just expressing your outward self. You're embracing your inner strength, your journey, and the wisdom that comes from having lived a life well lived. That kind of authenticity is irresistibly beautiful. Sign 8. You might not realize it, but your warmth is one of the most magnetic things about you. Have you ever found yourself in a conversation, and suddenly, people are opening up to you, sharing thoughts and feelings they might not have shared with anyone else? Or perhaps you've noticed how people seem more relaxed, more comfortable in your presence, as if the weight of the world lifts just a little when you're around. That's not just by chance. It's because your kindness radiates from within in an almost tangible way, like a soft light that calms the storm inside others. It's a warmth that isn't tied to anything external. No amount of makeup or expensive jewelry could ever compete with the beauty that you naturally exude. Your kindness isn't just a fleeting moment. It's a presence, a gift, that leaves a lasting impression long after you've left the room. It's the kind of beauty that doesn't need to be loud or flashy to make an impact. People might forget the exact words you spoke or what you wore, but they will always remember the way you made them feel. When you walk into a room, the atmosphere subtly shifts. You may not even realize the power of your presence, but others sense it. It's the quiet strength of a gentle soul that can connect with people on a deep emotional level. Your warmth is felt by those who might have been carrying burdens, even without speaking a word of it. They leave your company feeling a little lighter, a little more understood. This kind of beauty doesn't fade, it lingers. Long after you've gone, people will continue to carry the feeling of your kindness with them, tucked away like a treasure they know they can return to whenever they need it. It's the sort of impression that sticks to the soul, much deeper than any fleeting trend or outward appearance could ever hope to achieve. In a world that's often obsessed with surface-level perfection, your warmth stands as a quiet but powerful reminder that true beauty comes from within, from the heart, from the way you make others feel loved and important. This is the beauty that transcends time and circumstances, the timeless beauty, the kind that only grows with age and experience, becoming more radiant as you continue to share it with the world. Sign 9. Think about the times you've offered a kind word, a listening ear, or even just a smile to a stranger. These are the moments that often go unnoticed by the world, but they have the power to change lives in ways you can't always see. Perhaps you smiled at a passerby who was feeling invisible, or gave a compliment to someone struggling with their self-esteem. Maybe you lent an empathetic ear to a friend who needed to unload their burdens, or reassured a stranger that everything would be okay. These small acts of kindness, no matter how insignificant they may seem at the time, can leave an indelible mark on another person's heart. You might never fully know the impact you had, but that doesn't make it any less real. In a world that often feels rushed and detached, these moments of connection become all the more important. They offer someone a reminder that they are seen, they are worthy, and they are not alone. It's not about grand gestures or big displays of affection. Often, it's the smallest acts that speak the loudest, and that resonate the longest. When you choose to offer your kindness, you are making someone feel valued in a way that they might not have experienced in a while, perhaps even transforming their entire day or perspective. And in doing so, you become a beacon of light in a sometimes shadowy world. But here's the secret that many people overlook. Kindness doesn't just benefit others. It's a profound gift to yourself as well. Every time you give a little of your heart, you replenish your soul in ways that go beyond words. Offering kindness can fill you with an undeniable sense of purpose and self-worth. It reminds you that you have something valuable to give, something unique and irreplaceable. That feeling of goodness, of contributing to the world in a meaningful way, strengthens your confidence and deepens your sense of self-love. That positive energy doesn't remain contained within you. It spills out, radiating from you in every interaction, every smile, every look you exchange with another person. You carry yourself with a new lightness, a glow that draws others in and makes them feel at ease around you. Your kindness becomes part of your identity, something that cannot be faked or replicated. It infuses your presence with an unspoken warmth that others can feel and admire. You become more than just someone with a pleasant appearance. You become someone people are drawn to, someone who makes others feel seen and understood. So, never ever underestimate the quiet power of warmth. It's one of the most stunning qualities you possess, even though it doesn't demand attention. It's subtle but profound. It changes the energy of every room you enter and leaves behind a lasting imprint on everyone you meet. When you offer kindness to the world, it doesn't just make the world a better place. It makes you better, too. The more kindness you give, the more you receive, both from the world and from within yourself. In a way, it's the most beautiful thing you can ever offer. The gift of connection, the gift of seeing others for who they truly are, and the gift of making the world a warmer, kinder place, one small act at a time. Sign 10. Now, I know society has this obsession with flawless, youthful skin, but let me ask you something. It feels like everywhere you look, there's an ad, a commercial, or a product promising to erase every wrinkle, every blemish, every sign of aging. They make it seem like the ultimate goal is to achieve a face that looks perpetually youthful, as if erasing the traces of time will somehow make us more beautiful. But here's what I want to ask you, from the bottom of my heart. Is that really what you want? Do you truly desire to erase the very story of your life? Think about it for a moment. Every line, every freckle, every mark on your skin tells a story. They are the chapters of your life, the map of your experiences, your joys, and your heartaches. Those fine lines. They are the delicate reminders of all the laughter you've shared with friends, the moments of happiness that made you feel like life was the most beautiful thing in the world. Each one is a symbol of the joy that couldn't be contained, a story of smiles, of love, of laughter that resonated deep inside you. And those little crow's feet near your eyes? They are the footprints of years spent with loved ones, the late-night conversations, the quiet moments when you felt at peace with the world, or the spontaneous bursts of joy that happened unexpectedly. And what about the freckles or sunspots on your face? Those aren't imperfections. Far from it. They're the memories of days spent under the sun, whether it was a long walk in the park, a trip to the beach, or a moment of quiet reflection in your garden. Every speckle is a reminder of the places you've been and the moments you've lived through. Those marks are proof that you've embraced life with open arms, unafraid to let it leave its mark on you. But here's what's truly important. These lines, marks, and textures, they are not just superficial. They are the outward manifestation of everything you've been through. They are signs of strength and resilience. They show that you've weathered storms, survived heartbreaks, and come out the other side more powerful, more compassionate, and more aware of the beauty that exists in imperfection. These fine lines are a testament to your growth, your wisdom, and the lessons you've learned over time. They show that you have lived fully, with all the ups and downs that life has thrown your way. You see, those tiny marks on your skin are far more than what we are often taught to believe. Society tells us that we need to look ageless and that our faces should be as smooth as possible. But true beauty isn't about perfection. It's about embracing the life that you've lived and honoring the experiences that have shaped you into who you are today. The skin you have now is a record of your journey. How could that ever be anything less than extraordinary? Imagine trading all of that for a smooth, unblemished face that says nothing of your life. Imagine giving up the beautiful, intricate map of your journey in favor of an artificial blank slate. Isn't that the real loss? What could be more beautiful than wearing the marks of a life well lived? A life that's had its share of laughter, love, challenges, and triumphs. I truly believe that the beauty in a person isn't about youth or perfection. It's about depth. It's about having the courage to embrace who you are and all that you've been through. Your lines and marks are living proof that you've embraced life's complexities, and that is something that can never be erased. So, wear your skin proudly. It's not just a surface. It's a beautiful reflection of your unique journey, and no amount of smoothness or flawlessness could ever compare to that kind of beauty. Sign 11. Taking care of your skin is still important, of course. It's easy to fall into the trap of thinking that once we reach a certain age, skin care becomes a lesser priority, but that couldn't be farther from the truth. Simple acts like keeping your skin hydrated, applying sunscreen, and using gentle, nourishing products still have the power to enhance the way we feel in our skin. These acts of self-care are not just about appearance. They are acts of love and respect for the body that has carried us through so much. If you are still watching this video and find these lessons useful, please comment 3 below to let me know that you are still here with me. However, there's something even more important than the lotions, potions, or treatments we may use. As we age, we come to realize that beauty is not about seeking perfection. It's not about trying to reverse time or chasing an impossible ideal that society often imposes upon us. True beauty, I've come to understand, lies in our authenticity. It lies in the quiet confidence that comes from knowing and accepting ourselves at every stage of life. It's found in the ability to look in the mirror and not judge the lines, the spots, the texture changes, or any signs of aging as flaws, but as beautiful reminders of everything we've experienced. When you stand before the mirror, I urge you to take a moment to truly see yourself beyond the surface. In the past, I would look at the faint lines around my eyes, the softening jawline, and the changes in my skin and feel a pang of disappointment. But with time, I've learned to look at these marks not as imperfections, but as stories. Stories of laughter shared with friends, tears shed in moments of pain, and the strength it took to keep moving forward, no matter what life threw our way. These so-called imperfections are the traces of a life well lived. Each wrinkle, every age spot, is a testimony to the wisdom gained, the love given, and the resilience built over the years. I truly believe that the way we see ourselves and the way we embrace aging holds the key to experiencing true beauty. The beauty of aging is not about trying to look like we're younger, but about growing into our fullest selves, accepting the changes with grace, and allowing ourselves to flourish as we are. Aging isn't about fighting the passage of time. It's about honoring it. The lines on our faces are not scars but badges of honor, each one telling a unique story of who we are and what we've lived through. The texture of our skin speaks of the seasons we've weathered, like a book that has been well loved and read many times, each page holding meaning and history. So the next time you look in the mirror, don't focus on what you think should be fixed. Instead, see your face for what it truly is, a beautiful, intricate map of a life that has been filled with so many incredible moments. Your beauty is not about perfection. It is about authenticity, self-acceptance, and embracing the person you've become. It's the willingness to look at yourself, flaws, lines, and all, and feel a deep sense of gratitude for everything that has led you to this moment. That, my dear, is where true beauty lies. Sign 12. There's something indescribable about a woman with a magnetic aura, and chances are, you have it. It's the kind of energy that doesn't need to be forced or exaggerated. It simply radiates from within you, pulling people in without you even realizing it. Have you ever had that experience where someone looks at you just a little longer than usual, or a stranger starts a conversation with you out of the blue as if they've known you for years? That's no coincidence. That's the power of your aura working its silent charm. Your magnetism doesn't come from flashy displays or superficial gestures. It emanates from something deeper. Your confidence, the warmth you exude, and the wisdom that comes from the experiences you've lived through. It's in the way you move through the world with purpose, in the way you carry yourself with a quiet strength. It's in the calm assurance you have when you speak, and the way you listen with such genuine attentiveness. People can feel that. Feel the depth of your character and the richness of your soul. There's a certain kind of beauty in being someone who doesn't just attract attention but leaves a lasting impression on those around them. When you walk into a room, it's as if everything shifts, because your presence fills the space with something meaningful. And without you needing to say a word, others can't help but be drawn to you, not because of what they see on the surface, but because they sense the layers of who you are. You are someone who has lived, learned, and loved deeply, and that is the true essence of your magnetic aura. People instinctively know you are someone worth getting to know, someone whose presence is a gift. As we wrap up today's discussion, I hope you've gained some valuable insights into what makes a person truly magnetic. From the quiet confidence that shines through every interaction, to the energy we unknowingly radiate, I believe we all have the power to attract and inspire those around us. So, take a moment and reflect on what you've learned so far. What one thing from this video resonated with you the most? How can you bring that into your life to make a real difference? I'd love to hear from you. Please leave your comment below, sharing the one takeaway that you plan to practice in your journey. And if you enjoyed this video, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe to our channel. Your support means the world to us, and we're so grateful to have you as part of this community. Thank you for watching, and I can't wait to hear what you'll share in the comments.